opportunity comes with a victory here tonight.
And let's set the stage, Charlie, once we get the lineups dialed in here. 3 starters from Hartford are out. 3 starters that were in the starting lineup when I called the game radio side back in January on the road at Hartford are not around tonight.
And Hunter Marks is out for the rest of the season. Austin Williams, he is not playing tonight, but will return for the America East Tournament. I guess that's according to their coach. And Moses Flowers is out for the night as well.
And back on the 5th of January on the road, UAlbany won over Hartford 71-52. Doles, Horton, Cerruti, Newman, and Champion. That's who DK has been rolling with here for quite some time. We should point out that Dre Perry is dressed and he warmed up. He's not played since the middle of January. He's been out with a knee injury. And there is Dre, number 2, the best player on the UAlbany team. And was having a great year leading up to the knee injury. He has been shooting around quite a bit before practices, during getting to the rim a little bit more tonight, not settling for those 3-point shots like they did against Stony Brook.
Yeah, I don't think they could get to the rim against Stony Brook, and that's why they tried to shoot from the outside.
Well, that's one of the players that needs to shoot at a high level, and he has all year, Matt Cerruti, and he missed his first shot here tonight. Hartford. That's one player right there that can single-handedly beat you. When he's on, Tracy Carter, the grad student out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, who they talked into coming back and playing, is a tremendous talent. He'd been sitting in the stands, and Coach Gallagher said, do you mind coming and helping us the rest of the year? And he's done that, and that was early January, so I'm sure he's got his legs to him right now, and it is in pretty good shape, so we'll see how Tracy Carter performs tonight.
He's been averaging about 8 points a game as Jamel Horton knocks it down.
That's a good sign. Jamel Horton and 1 early on in this game.
So Jamel Horton coming across the middle, backs off and takes the shot there. So Tracy Carter picking up his first foul as we were just talking about him.
Yeah, with a shortened bench, you can't. There's the foul trouble. They can ill afford that for John Gallagher tonight. And certainly Tracy Carter needs to be on the floor if they have any shot to win this game.
So Jamel Horton getting an opportunity as a traditional three-point play, a 71% free throw shooter on the season. And boy, he's hit some big free throws down the stretch of games.
Yeah,
I jinx him.
There you go. The Volker jinx
yeah,
right there.
I got to give him a jinx.
No, he's been really good.
Now.
I mean, at Maine 2 games ago, I mean, he was the offense in the second half that got them going. They were down by 16 on the road at Maine and came back and won.
And he hit big foul shots.
He certainly did. Shot clock winding down, and DJ Mitchell throws it away. Turnover against Hartford.
That wasn't a very crisp pass there by Mitchell. Doles Shriver, this is an interesting matchup.
Champion inside to Newman, and that is blocked by Jared Kimbrough. Kimbrough, a 6'8" senior.
Newman took too long to get it up in the air, and Kimbrough just swatted it away.
Backing in Kimbrough, working on Doles and scores.
That's a nice move there by Kimbrough. So Jared Kimbrough, the senior from Neptune, New Jersey, came into the game only averaging 5 points a game.
Well, guys are going to have to step up tonight with this depleted Hartford lineup.
Well, they're doing well so far because the Great Danes aren't shooting the ball well so far. Just 1 for 4 for UAlbany.
I'd be very surprised if they take 33s tonight. Shriver missed, rebound Horton.
Well, Shriver's going to try to go back to the well.
Now, if you tell me that Hartford's going to shoot 33s tonight, I would believe you.
Well, I think that the Great Danes are trying to get Matt Cerruti hot.
Champion got a little block coming from behind on the drive by Tracy Carter, out of bounds to the Hawks.
Tracy Carter saying, hey, I think he got a little hand on that one, but I thought it was a pretty good block. We'll see as Carter comes down. Starts to move on Champion, and Champion, he got the ball.
Kimbrough spinning in the lane, and now to Carter. He's going to shoot the 3 and hit.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you got to be careful of tonight, Charlie. How many we've seen it in the past where Hartford's come in here and shot lights out from behind the arc on a three-point shot.
And he's a guy who shoots 38% from the three-point arc, so he can make things happen. And we've watched him do damage against the Great Danes.
And a little pushing foul on Briggs McLean. That's a 6'4" sophomore out of Martinsburg, Virginia. And they went about Dre Perry. Here he comes. It wasn't for show warming up before the game, I'll tell you that.
And the fans giving him a nice round of applause here.
Wait, the last time we played Hartford, Dre Perry was sitting right where you are.
Yeah, exactly.
He was on the radio call with me. That was early January.
January 15th was the last time that Dre Perry appeared in a game for the Great Danes. Soon after, he was Rogers' radio partner.
Yeah. He said he enjoyed himself, but I don't know.
He didn't come back. Chuck Champion, nice job there on the rebound.
And there is Perry comes slot.
Yeah, that's a huge gap. That is a really big margin. I'm wondering, does Dre Perry in the mix change things for how the flow of the Great Danes went?
Well, we're about to find out. One thing that changed something right there was a zone press coming out of the timeout, and Hartford turned it over.
I like the way Coach Killings changes the defenses in the middle of, goes back and forth depending on possessions. I like that kind of thing.
Horton with the dribble up to Perry. Champion back to Perry. Well, he could have settled for the three. Puts up the two-point shot, a little strong. And the rebound to Kimbrough at 6'8" on the inside.
Again, tough outside shots. I'd like to see the Great Danes go to the rim, get some paint points, get some easy buckets, go inside a little bit. Too much outside.
10 to shoot. DJ Mitchell, 6-foot senior from Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey with the ball. Tried to throw it through the double team. Got lucky, and at the shot clock buzzer, it's no good by Jared Kimbrough.
Yeah, Kimbrough didn't have a choice. He didn't want to throw up a three-pointer. Tried to get it inside of Doles, and they lose it.
Yeah, Kimbrough from behind knocked it away. Up to Carter. Bounce pass to Mitchell. Left-handed three, no good. Long rebound right to Carter.
Justin Neely getting set to come in. I think Coach Killings has seen enough of the Great Danes not rebounding.
Kimbrough has the ball stripped by Champion, but with 7 to shoot, he also is called for the foul.
Yeah, I think they're calling it on Jarvis Doles.
Yep. Doles, right.
So Doles slapping his hand in there. Oh boy, Raj, I think it could have gone either way.
Yeah, either way. Take your pick. It was a foul.
So second foul, or first foul for the Albany Great Danes. Kimbrough gets to go to the line. On the season, he's a 57% free throw shooter.
Averaging just about 5 points a game and 4 rebounds per game. Plays about 19 minutes, but again,
he'll play a lot more tonight.
Depleted lineup. Matt Hobbs has checked in, 6'4" senior off the bench for Coach John Gallagher. And we see some early minutes from Aaron Reddish, 6'7" freshman.
Matt Hobbs he only plays about 5 minutes a game for Hartford.
Not tonight. And also checking in is Justin Neely. So 2 freshmen checking in for Albany off the bench for Coach DK. Neely, the freshman out of Miami, Florida, has had an outstanding season. Reddish in that 16-point loss to Tony Brook actually had 11 points. And there's the first shot that goes in for Dre Perry, and it's a 3 for the grad student and transfer from Temple.
Well, changes your game right away. A guy that can knock down the 3 and shoot it from the inside, it's going to open up the paint a lot more.
Good man-to-man defense on the perimeter. Perimeter defense against Hartford is key because they do shoot a lot of three-point shots, and good defense there by Aaron Reddish on DJ Mitchell.
Yeah, he got a hand on that ball, so it came short, so it was a nice job.
And they're calling a jump ball. Mitchell on the drive by Jamel Horton. They're calling it a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Hawks. or no, favors
the
you Albany.
Great Danes. So Dre Perry calling in a little offensive thing there, and
that looked like a good call
it
on
did.
TJ Mitchell.
Jamel Horton saying he got my arm. Trying to watch the replay there. Nice move by Cerruti.
And the pull-up jumper by Matt is good.
That rolled up there for a little while, right?
Touched every part of that rim and dropped through.
Number 20, Matt Cerruti.
Big bucket there for the Great Danes.
Young man who played at Lockhaven, and he's certainly proven how you can go from D2 to D1 and be a big factor. He's had a great season. And that bucket ties the game at 7. Shriver for 3, and he's fouled by Perry behind the arc, and he'll shoot 3.
So Shriver with a big night the other night against NJIT. He's taken a couple of three-pointers already. That's his second. And he gets fouled by Dre Perry going up for the shot. Afterwards, Perry got a little bit of the hand. Tough call right there on Dre Perry, but Shriver goes to the line.
And Charlie, Hartford's still in this thick of things too. They're 8-8 tonight.
Oh yeah.
So they win tonight. They got an extra game. This is Albany's last game.
Oh.
They play UMass Lowell on Thursday.
They have
at
a
home.
chance for home games. Exactly.
No doubt.
So Shriver making the first. Hartford leading 8-7. Shriver on the season is 67% free throw shooter. Thomas Webley.
Yeah, he wasn't on my first draft.
He wasn't on your draft?
No,
huh?
he wasn't on the draft in second week in January.
Gotcha.
I know that.
No, I gotcha. Shriver makes the second one.
But he's in tonight. There he is, Thomas Webley, a 6'10", 240-pound sophomore forward from New Zealand.
Well, Mr. Webley averaging about 6 minutes a game. He's played in 14 games for the Hawks. As Shriver makes 2 out of 3.
And Hartford by 2. Neely inside. That's his game. He gets down low. He's tough. Neely strong, very strong to tie the game at 9.
And I thought he easily got by Webley right there. So it was good ball movement by the Great Danes to set that up, enabling Neely to get by Webley.
Shriver for 3.
Boom.
Cool. Wow. Right in front of Dwayne Killings.
Yeah.
He turned and looked right at DK.
Yeah, he had some words there.
I didn't know what he said, but he looked. He looked at him. Answering right back and then looking at John Gallagher.
Wow.
It's Jamel Horton. And that got Coach Gallagher all wound up. And he's yelling at Dwayne Killings.
Well, I think it was a little.
Oh, boy.
You know how much I enjoy
Here
this.
we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Williams misses on the baseline. Cerruti gets the rebound. Up to Horton. Layup is good.
Should be fun. Buckle in.
Buckle up, Harvey. Didn't we have fireworks the last game that we did?
I think it's you.
Oh,
good feed by Mitchell.
Yeah,
wow.
That's a great backdoor cut there by David Shriver.
No doubt about that. Great feed there by DJ Mitchell.
That's a design play.
Yep.
Out of the timeout by Coach Gallagher to tie this game up at 14. Reddish stops at the foul line. They swing it to Horton. Neely.
That's a nice matchup for Neely.
Spinning in the lane, pulls back and misses that shot.
He's lucky he didn't get called for a travel.
I think that might have been close.
Yeah, close. He had luggage with him. Good rebound. Good loose ball.
Off the turnover, Cerruti. And now Horton has it. Reddish with a good take, and he scores.
Boy, I like that move. That's a nice, strong move inside the lane there by Aaron Reddish. He had a good matchup and took advantage of it.
Yeah, his game has been really good. He's gotten just so much better as this season has gone on. Playing really well right now. And as I said, even in that Stony Brook 16-point loss, Aaron Reddish played pretty well off the bench.
Oh, I think he can play with just about anybody in the American East. So he just needs time to mature. That's a big bucket right there.
Can't let Carter get hot, I'll tell you that.
No, not at all.
2-point shot by Carter halfway through the first half.
Tracy's got 5 points.
And he hasn't taken that many shots.
No.
Reddish again to the rim, this time no good. Gets his own rebound.
He ran into Webley that time, a little too big for him.
Back in the lane, easy shot right there in the key for Neely, and he connects. Hit the front of the rim and rolled right over. Good bucket by Neely to give UAlbany the lead.
I really like that he can consistently make that shot. You know, that's a good one for a young guy to be able to do that turnaround jumper. That's a good one for him. 4 points now for Neely.
They were looking inside for Shriver, and Williams threw it away. And UAlbany makes him pay. Transition bucket by Jamel Horton. And a 4-point UAlbany lead.
Yeah, good job by Jamel Horton getting just in front of the defense right there and putting it up for the easy lay-in. Horton with 9 points now in the game. You think he wants a home game?
I want a home game.
Yeah, I know you do. He's doing the work for you, Raj. Oh, man.
I'll tell you right now.
You called it.
Carter is in a groove tonight.
You said one guy who could do some damage, Tracy Carter.
Oh, boy, yeah.
And look what he's doing.
Yeah, we've seen it before.
Yes, we have.
And a 1-point game, and Neely said, leave me open, I'll shoot the 3. Off the front of the iron, no good. Shriver the rebound.
I thought he had a good matchup to go baseline against Webley right there, but decided to take the outside jumper.
Carter's pass deflected by Reddish into the hands of Cerruti. Neely thought about it, and we'll set things up here. 8 minutes to go in the half. UAlbany up by 1, 20-19. Long cross-court pass, Cerruti. That's short, and Shriver the rebound.
He's having a tough night tonight. Matt Cerruti, 1 for 5.
And notice, Charlie, the pace for Hartford here tonight. With the depleted lineup and not deep in the rotation, they're not trying to gas anybody out and push it.
No.
But they're turning the ball over too many times. And look at Perry.
He
almost made him pay. Missed the dunk. Good defense, Mike, right?
Yeah. You know, you get too excited, you're all by yourself, going to the hoop, and just can't get it to fall.
Well, he hasn't had one of those in quite some time.
Aaron Reddish, yeah, no, not at all. Long time.
You don't have that. You don't have that feel just yet.
Well, if you were in there, you'd have 9 shots up by right now. So I give Trey a lot of credit.
Carter. A miss by Carter and Reddish.
He's been so hot. Tracy Carter with 8 points, 3 for 6 shooting, 2 for 2 from three-point land.
Reddish to Horton, over to Cerruti, on the blocks to Neely. Neely spinning on Webley. Nice bounce pass. And the 3 is good by Jamel Horton. I don't think he said anything that time because he let that one go.
He turned around, but didn't say anything. Gallagher with a little smile.
UAlbany up by 4, 23-19, 6:25 to go in this first half. Last game of the regular season for the Great Danes. And that's going to be an off. Shriver has 7, and Carter has 8. For John Gallagher, final 6-13 in a tight game. With lots at stake here for both teams. Trey Hutchison has checked into the UAlbany lineup, the junior out of Marion, Iowa.
He's had some big games for UAlbany, I'll tell you that. Some big passes.
Champion pull up and hit.
Chuck Champion getting a bucket, getting on the score sheet. First bucket of the game for Chuck.
And that's UAlbany's biggest lead at 6 points.
Good defense there by Jamel Horton, sticking his hand up, and Reddish comes down with it.
There's a lane for Horton to drive through, and he did. And he got all the way around the rim, and that one drops through, and 14 points for Jamel Horton in this first half.
And quickly, the Great Danes taking some nice inside shots and making some things happen, starting to create a little bit of a lead. Good defense there by the Danes. Champion and Newman.
That's Curtis Henderson, who was checked in, and Hobbs hits a three. Matt Hobbs, a 6'4" senior.
Well, he's taken 5 shots this year, and that's the first one that's gone in from the three-point arc for Matt Hobbs.
Matt Hobbs from Anchorage, Alaska. And he buries the three. That'll keep you in games.
Sure will.
Reddish with the left-handed drive, no good. And Shriver comes up with the rebound.
Shriver's been having a scrappy game. He's got 4 rebounds, leading Hartford plus 7 points.
Henderson from Brockton, Mass. is just a freshman. They almost turned it over again. A lot of turnovers here so far for Hartford.
9.
Yeah, way too many for John Gallagher. And Hobbs had a nice backdoor cut on the baseline, just couldn't get it to drop. Rebound to Newman.
Chuck Champion slows things down as Jamel Horton setting up the offense for the Great Danes. Good ball movement. Really, after the 5-minute mark, Albany's really been moving the ball well.
Hutchison hits a three. Trey Hutchison, a 3-point shot. And New Albany opens up an 8-point lead.
It's his first bucket of the game. How is that not a travel?
I don't know.
How do you not call a travel
Unless he
on
just
that?
didn't have possession of the ball. There's got to be some reason why that wasn't a travel. As Newman lost control and turned it over on the inside, and Jared Kimbrough comes up with it. And now back into the hands of Curtis Henderson, the freshman who did lose control of the ball. 8-point deficit facing Hartford. Final 3:10 of the half. Coming up on our last media time out of the first half.
Well, Henderson getting a nice opportunity here tonight to play some important minutes as a freshman.
Shriver long three, drains it.
10 points now, double digits for Shriver. 2 for 3 from the three-point arc.
And a zone defense, 3-2 zone defense by Hartford as Reddish misses in the corner.
He tried to answer.
Again, John Gallagher's team playing very methodically here, very slow pace for them here in this first half. And shooting threes. And
Boom.
Shriver hits again.
Well, he could do that all day. He's just held up the number 3. As we said, he had 7 3-pointers against NJIT on Saturday, and he is feeling it.
Yeah, a little 6-0 run thanks to back-to-back threes, and it's a 2-point game with 2:10 to go.
Well, you said it. The 3 will keep you in the game.
Reddish is going to try again. No good. Inside rebound to McLean, the sophomore.
You know, the Great Danes, why did they abandon the paint? They were doing so well. They were getting all the points in there, and then they just start to take some outside shots and get a little cold.
Last time out, we had 10-4 in favor of UAlbany with paint points. Hobbs hands it off to Shriver. 10 to shoot. He's going to pull back. That one was a bit forced with good defense on him. And Shriver no good on that 3.
Well, I think John Gallagher's just like, hey, man, shoot it. You see it? Shoot it.
Now they try to dump it inside and lost control. Champion got it back, and then Shriver got it back. Newman took it away from him.
I don't know how there wasn't a foul on Shriver.
I don't know either. Reddish misses from 3.
Score for the Hawks.
UAlbany 4 of 11 from deep, but 6 of 11. This is what Hartford is capable of doing.
I'd rather see the Great Danes attack the basket. I think they're going to get a lot more success doing that.
Carter into the rim. Pull-up jumper is no good. They get a foul on UAlbany.
And that's going to be
Yeah, it's on Hutchinson.
Trey. Yep. So Trey Hutchinson picking up The third foul for
They haven't
you,
called
Albany.
many fouls tonight, have they, partner?
No. You like that.
Yeah,
You told them not to.
Keeps the game moving.
Well, you said to the officials, they came by, you're like, hey, let's make it quick.
Charlie, we're busy people.
Right. Oh, look at that, get pinned.
That's a goaltend on Trey Hutchison.
Thought he had it.
So Carter, count the bucket by Tracy Carter.
It looked good.
And that tied on an 8-0 run, Charlie Volker. We're tied at 30 with the final 40 seconds of the half.
And Coach Killings has to be disappointed in how the Great Danes have played the last 5 minutes of this first half.
Doles right at the foul line. Thought about it. Instead got it to Hutchison, and that three was in and out from the right wing.
You know, the Great Danes have had a span here in the last 5 minutes. They're not hitting outside shots. You may want to take it to the rim at one point.
4 of 12 from three-point range, and Hartford will play for the last shot with 8 seconds to go. Carter has it. Drives in.
Nice move.
Turns it over. That's 12 turnovers. Cerruti at the...
I believe it.
Okay. Because when I was at Hartford, there were some people chirping in my ear that said, that still could change.
I think they're trying to change it.
Yeah.
And that's why they're still playing here, and they're competing, and they can compete in the America East. There's still opportunities. I'd love to see them stay Division I. Nice move
that's
there.
an opening play. Right out of the locker room, right onto the floor, and Briggs McLean drives the lane and scores with the right hand, and Hartford takes the lead.
And that's the first bucket for McLean.
Champion,
Way short.
way short on the left side.
He's been shooting the ball pretty well at a high efficiency level at least.
I always like to see coming out of the locker room or out of timeouts what coaches do and what they design.
Yeah.
You know,
What
that's
set
twice
play.
tonight I've seen Gallagher come up with a play that really worked. Turnaround shot by Horton, too strong. And Tracy Carter, the grad student out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Who can play?
Yeah, played at Marquette and LaSalle. Yeah, and they, again, I said at the beginning of our broadcast, they kind of talked him out of retirement this year. And you're seeing a big reason why here tonight. He can play.
Good job by Champion kicking that back to Doles.
Who almost
Jarvis
lost it. Carter almost came up with the turnover.
Jarvis Doles has struggled a little bit here in the first part. He hasn't really done much in his 8 minutes. Hasn't taken a shot, only has 1 rebound.
Like I say, Charlie, let's see who else other than Horton are going to score here for you Albany tonight, right?
Jarvis is one of those guys he needs to.
And there you go.
All right.
And that's Jarvis Doles more than capable of scoring at a high level, and that
Yes,
ties the game at 32.
If he can come and have 8 points here in the second half, I think good things would happen for the Great Danes.
Briggs McLean with the ball, guarded by Cerruti in the man-to-man.
You can see the Great Dane defense coming out on the perimeter a little bit more.
DJ Mitchell to Carter. And good hustle by Champion into the stands, trying to save that one. It'll be Hartford ball with 6 seconds to shoot.
That was good defense. Champion had tipped it, and that's why he tried to save it. It was going to be out on him anyway, so a good effort there by Chuck Champion.
Five to shoot. McLean for 3, and that's off the back of the iron, and the rebound to Horton.
A little strong there from Briggs.
Horton 14 first half points to lead the Great Danes in scoring.
You're so right. I mean, the Great Danes need to find another option. It can't be Jamel Horton every time.
No, good post up, really wanting that ball. Newman down low, working hard against Jared Kimbrough, and they're going to get Kimbrough with a reach around foul. Those two were going at it down in the blocks. Newman really wanting the ball. Get it to me. And they get it to him now.
Not a lot of fouls here in the game so far.
Horton a bit strong. Newman gets an offensive rebound. As he goes back up for it, they're going to get Kimbrough with a foul. Gallagher doesn't love that one. That's 2 quick fouls on Kimbrough here to start the second half.
Well, Jared Kimbrough, the first player in the game with 2 fouls. You'll see him here. Newman trying to go back up. As he goes back up, Kimbrough's got his hands all over his arms, so good call there by the official.
Horton into Cerruti. Nice dump off, and the left-handed layup off glass is good by Paul Newman.
Well, that's nice to see. Doles and Newman both get some points because they both had shutouts in the first half.
Newman played at Bucknell, grad student from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 6'9", and he's had his moments offensively.
Good pass there by Mitchell.
And Cerruti gets called for a little bit of a ticky-tack there, wasn't it?
I think he got Shriver in the face pretty good. He had a little reach over. Shriver might have played it a little bit. Watch here. He pokes him in the face. So, and Shriver went down. So I think that's a pretty good call. You know me, I'm ready to hit the official anytime. I said hi to them at halftime. I'm pretty much done now.
Carter, pull-up jumper, way strong. Newman gets the rebound and off to Cerruti. 3 minutes in, Albany by 2. It was tied at halftime. And the drive to block. Kimbrough blocks Horton from behind. And Williams for 3, bury it. Or that's Mitchell. DJ Mitchell, the senior, off the block. Gets a 3 ball to go, and Hartford has the lead by 1.
Well, Mitchell hadn't shot a 3 yet. That's his first one. Got a great look. He was all by himself and buried it.
Doles back it in on Shriver. Turns. Misses the shot. Newman, another offensive rebound. Came down with it, and they call him for a travel.
Man, I can't. All right. You know, the Hartford players slid through the lane before. We couldn't figure out how to travel, and then that time gets called on a travel, so I don't know.
It's hard for us to officiate from the scores table.
I'd like to,
but
though.
We like to do it.
I totally like to do it. I think it's efficient, if anything else. At least we're getting it right.
A couple of more rows back, we'd be in the stands, partner.
That's, it's almost the same
Then we
thing.
really could do it.
Yeah, then we can really go. Then we let them know what we thought.
Mitchell blocked by Horton, and Doles has it.
That was a nice block.
And Cerruti, one extra pass. Horton looked like he had a 3 and passed it up.
Well, I'd like to see the Great Danes drive a little bit.
That's what he's doing right there and scores. 16 points in the game. Jamel Horton gets to the rim, and Albany regains the lead, 36-35.
Jamel Horton has 3 steals, 4 rebounds. He's doing it all.
Shriver for 3. Oh,
boom!
Boy, is he hit.
Absolutely on fire. That is number 4 from the 3-point arc for Mr. Shriver. 16 points in the game now. Tied with Jamel Horton.
And Horton with the dribble. He's going to need some help from his teammates. Someone else, or 2 players, somebody other than Horton and Doles. And maybe it's Doles in this second half. That's his second bucket of the second half for Jarvis Doles.
We need Jarvis Doles for the Albany Great Danes. We'll need him to be able to score like that in the second half because it cannot just be Jamel Horton.
Doles out of Baltimore, Maryland, played at Drexel, 6'9" grad student. Carter for 3, no good. And the inside rebound controlled by Hartford, and Carter ends up with it. Oh no, Shriver again, and that one is good again.
And that's number 5 for Shriver from the arc. He's 6 for 8 shooting right now, and he is blistering hot.
And Hartford goes up 41-38. 14:29 to go in the second half.
We got a dogfight.
Doles will Euro step in the lane, but throws it away. That's a good foul. Good foul by Champion. Are they going to intentional foul shots coming up with DJ Mitchell?
And Mitchell, pretty good free throw shooter. Shoots 70% on the season.
And he's got them both and the ball out. 43-38. Biggest lead for Hartford in this game.
Boy, does that turn a big swing around. And you see John Gallagher here, who has had many upsets here at the CEFCU Arena.
He sure has. On nights when this is happening, and this is making threes.
Yeah.
We've seen it before, Charlie. There's no question about it. Carter's trying to put another one. And there it goes. On its way, no good. Rebound champion.
At some point, the percentages should play out.
Yeah.
But you can't guarantee
What a crossover move by Horton on the left side. Man, that was a quick crossover by Jamel, the senior point guard from Queens.
Explosive move by Horton. He now has 18 points.
So single-handedly, offensively,
yeah,
he is keeping UAlbany in this game tonight. And a little reach-in foul by Cerruti. That's number 2 on Matt. And watch this quick move right there.
Explosive.
3-point game. Double teaming McLean. He gets it away to Carter. And a 3-point shot is no good. But the rebound comes to McLean, and somebody's got to box him out.
Absolutely. How they come down with that one, that is terrible. And the possession arrow goes to UAlbany, but man, can't let that happen.
And jump ball's the call. Possession arrow does favor UAlbany, so there shouldn't be too much confusion here. Dre Perry, who has not played since the middle of January, has been out. At the time, it was a season-ending knee injury, had surgery, and he's getting his first time tonight. Played a little bit in the first half, and he's back in the game right now.
He hit a monster 3. Could use some offense right now.
And maybe he's going to be the offensive spark as Champion gets called for the travel.
Turnover number 7 for the UAlbany Great Danes. 13 turnovers for Hartford.
Champion goes out. Aaron Reddish checks in.
Well, you know, you love those plus minuses. Aaron Reddish was one of those plus players in the first half.
Curtis Henderson, 5'10" freshman at the point guard spot. Hands it off to McLean. To DJ Mitchell. Shriver 3, got it.
With DeAndre Perry in his face, 6 threes now for David Shriver. And boy, is he putting on a show.
And
22.
A 6-point lead. And Shriver is just in rhythm from long range. And a walking violation on Reddish. A little indecisive on what he wanted to do, left his feet, and gets called for the travel.
And Trey Hutchinson's going to come in now. Nice dish. Shriver nails it. He's absolutely on fire. And when guys are feeling like that, shooters, he'll do that all night long.
Man-to-man defense by UAlbany. Certainly can't play a zone against this team the way they're shooting it right now. That's not the answer. Now Horton guarding Shriver. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell in the lane, spins at 11:51 and help out Jamel Horton.
And also, I'll tell you, they've got to stop David Shriver because he's not missing, and shooters when they're like that can be very dangerous.
Well, how are you grading out the defense? I mean, are you looking at these as tough shots? They're certainly not uncontested.
No, the last one was contested by Dre Perry. He was able to get that, but he's had a few that are uncontested. That's not a good shot. Man, the Great Danes down by 6, and there's plenty of time left, but they've got to have better possessions.
11:17 to go. Hartford with the ball and a 6-point lead here. Final game of the regular season for UAlbany. Win, they'll host a game on Sunday. Lose, and they're going to go on the road. And the miss by Shriver, rebound Kimbrough. And they'll get another look from 3, and that one is no good. But Shriver had the inside position and almost had the rebound, but it went out of bounds off Shriver to UAlbany ball.
Boy, they're lucky they didn't get it over the back there on Aaron Reddish. And I know that's why John Gallagher's holding his head, because Reddish was over the back right there. But the Great Danes get fortunate with the call, but they've got to make the most out of these possessions right now. Final 10 minutes.
Albany beat Hartford 71-52 second week in January. And Cerruti with a runner with the right hand. And that's a player that they need offensively. He has been good all year long and one of the double-digit scorers for UA coming into this game.
And he struggled a little bit, but right now that one might pick him up a little bit. Need him to get hot in the last 10.
Carter with the basketball. Sets up Kimbrough. Across the lane, no good. And Neely.
Boy, Kimbrough had a great look right there, didn't he?
Perry, quick feed to Hutchison, right back to Perry, and here comes Horton. Shot clock at 10.
Good ball movement. Neely trying to get somewhere.
And only 3 to shoot. Hutchison for 3, no good.
Boy, in and out.
Rebound, McLean.
Good look there from Trey Hutchinson. Just couldn't get it to fall. Great Danes now 4 for 13 from the arc.
4-point game. Inside 10 minutes to go. Once again, a half where very few fouls have been called.
Yeah.
3 for you on Albany and 2 on Hartford. Carter, step back, 15-footer is no good.
Good rebound by Perry.
Quick outlet to Horton. Horton spins in the lane. The ball went off of Horton's knee and out of bounds to the Hawks.
But that's what I'm talking about. The Great Danes need to take care of the basketball. The last 2 possessions, they have not had good shots. They're down by 4. Get some high-efficiency shots.
This is going to be a low-scoring game by both these team standards, to be honest with you. I mean, Albany's been playing in the 60s and certainly could get there with still 8:55 to go. Ball knocked away by Cerruti. Good hustle by Matt to try to save it from going out of bounds. He tried to come up with the steal, and he almost did on DJ Mitchell.
Look at this effort here from Matt Cerruti. Talk about laying it all out. That's a nice dive right there. And he's already got the bloody knee. Gosh, you gotta love that. That's effort. Big stop right here for the Danes.
Right to the rim with the left hand because the shot clock was winding down. That's a shot clock violation as McLean got to the rim, but time expired.
That's weird. It seemed like time had expired after the rebound was already secured, so that would mean the Great Danes could go down and move the ball. But the officials didn't see it the way I did.
Yeah.
So the Great Danes will inbound the ball in front of the Hartford bench.
That's why you are the analyst.
Yes, I'm analyzing.
You're allowed to analyze, Charlie. Open look, Perry, that's good. How about Dre Perry coming alive here late in this game to help his team to a win? It's a 1-point game.
That's a big, big triple there by Trey Perry.
No doubt about it.
Second 3-point shot of the night for Dre. 6 points now in the game. Hobbs will inbound it in front of the Albany bench.
Perry played 11 minutes in the first half, 11 minutes and 21 seconds. But he's made 2 threes, and that was a big one. It's a 1-point game.
Boy, Shriver still has some room out there. I wouldn't give him a breath.
Carter misses the 3 from the right side. A whistle and a foul on Albany going for the rebound.
So they'll call that on Jamel Horton. That'll be Horton's first personal. 4th team foul for Albany.
Carter into Shriver. Guarded by Perry, and he's going to pull back and shoot a 3 and hit again.
Well, if you're going to give him room, and Dre Perry gave him some room right there, Shriver faked like he wasn't going to shoot it, and then dropped it.
What are we up to, 7 threes?
8 for 11.
In the lane, shot up no good by Perry. And Carter says, let's slow it down. Up 49-45, coming up on a media timeout, 7:34 to go in the second half.
John Gallagher wants to run as many seconds off this clock as possible, and Tracy Carter's ready to go.
Spins on the baseline and scores. Tracy Carter, big bucket for the Hawks, and a 6-point lead.
John Gallagher with a little English there as on a...
Go get the box score from the first time they played. Need to call that up. Horton providing the offense, even on getting the rebound and scoring.
That's a big one.
51-47.
Last time these two teams played, Roger, Shriver was 1 for 6 from the field, 0 for 4 from three-pointer.
There you go. He played 25 minutes that day.
Yes, he did.
Not like he didn't play.
So you have Doles, Newman, and Champion on the floor now, along with Dre Perry and Jamel Horton.
The only thing you say about Hartford tonight, they have not been able to hang on to the ball. Too many turnovers, and you give Albany the ball back. Still a ton of time to go here, and it's only 51-47. But just looking back at that box score from earlier in the season. Wow.
Big difference in the game.
I mean, Carter only had 5 points. Shriver had 2.
Right. He was 0 for 4 from three-point.
They were 6 of 18 from behind the arc. Albany made 8 threes that Saturday.
Jarvis Doles a little hard there, and it was a nice little shot, just couldn't get it to go. A little hard shot. Plenty of time left in this one.
Somebody has really stepped up to help Jamel Horton here in the second half. Not yet.
You'll let Tracy Carter take that shot all day long. He's 5 for 15 or 16 from the field right now.
And he gets called for a reach-in foul. But again, not many fouls called in this game.
No, it's only the 4th foul there. Cerruti's going to check into the game. Champion's going to come out.
Horton inbounds. They are locked into Cerruti. Pulls back in the lane, short. Carter the rebound. 3-on-3, he doesn't like the number, sets it up.
Oh, he's gonna say, trust me, stop. That's exactly what John Gallagher's saying. Don't even think about getting a transition bucket.
We've got the lead, we're getting late stages of this second half. Take your time, and that's what Carter's doing. Good ball movement. Mitchell for 3, and that's good.
Well, when you shoot like that, you're gonna win a lot of basketball games. Shoot 50% from the three-point arc.
Perry driving in, offensive foul. Andre Perry.
Led with his elbow. Gonna get called on that all day long.
Champion coming in, and Doles goes out.
Boy, 7 points, 5 minutes left. Coach Killings, this is not what he expected when he saw those big 3 guys out of the Hartford lineup.
Remember, a UAlbany win, they'll host a game on Sunday. A UAlbany loss, and they'll go on the road Sunday for a quarterfinal matchup. It's tournament time in the America East. Carter looking to create in the lane with the right hand, no good. Newman the rebound.
Big rebound there by Paul Newman. Great Dane's got to take care of the ball. That was a iffy pass there by Dre Perry.
That's a nice feed by Perry to Newman, and the foul, and now you get some foul shots, and we haven't had many of those tonight.
No, and I think Kimbrough is going to get called on that one. That's his third foul.
A good baseline drive by Perry, and by Perry, and a nice feed into Newman. And when you're not making outside shots outside of Horton, get to the line, and that's what Newman is doing right now. His team down 54-47, 54-48.
That's a big, big foul shot there by Paul Newman as Doles checks back in.
McLean comes back into the Hartford lineup, replacing Matt Hobbs. Newman makes 1 of 2, rebound McLean.
So Newman now with 3 points in the game, full court pressure from UAlbany.
And McLean does a nice job handling the ball and gets it right back. And they will take their time.
And should.
Shriver, a runner with the right hand. I don't think he called for the bank, but he'll take it. And it's an 8-point game, Charlie, with 4 minutes to go.
And McLean now with 4 points in the game. That was, as he said, the bank shot. He's not thinking about that. Gets into the lane, had plenty of room, and drops it.
Horton pull up and hits. 22 in the game for Jamel Horton.
And right now, it's crunch time. 3.5 minutes left. This is all about what stops you make and what shots you make on the other end of the floor. Great Danes need to stop the Hartford offense.
I'll say it again. Who's helping Horton here?
Right.
Only down by 6 offensively, try to win this game for UAlbany.
It's almost half the points.
Carter throws it away. Well, only down by 6, 2-possession game. Long way to go, 3:17 to go. And UAlbany ball out of the timeout. This is a UAlbany team that struggled mightily on the road at Stony Brook on Saturday as a team collectively. Horton misses the shot, rebound. Last touch by Hobbs. And it should be UAlbany ball.
Yeah, it was a good call right there, and the Great Danes got a little lucky. Paul Newman couldn't hang on to the rebound. Fresh opportunity for UAlbany.
Horton continues to will his team here. 56-52 and 24 now for the senior.
His back's feeling pretty good right now because he's carrying this team offensively and defensively.
And here comes Dre Perry. DK is going, you know what, let's bring our best player into the game. A 3 by Carter, and that's an answer. That is an answer by Tracy Carter.
I mean,
and a big answer.
What a dagger there. That is the 13th three-pointer that this team has knocked down.
7-point game. Horton tried to get around Carter and turned it over, and DJ Mitchell, I'm sure, will slow it down.
Sure he will. Why wouldn't you?
Even if he thought about it, John Gallagher's over there screaming,
Did you hear
pull
what
it
he said?
back out, pull it back out.
He said, what are you doing? Like, don't get it towards the basket.
10 to shoot, Carter for 3, no good.
He thought he had it.
He did. He posed for that one.
He definitely did.
Horton spinning, passing back out, champion.
Got to take a shot.
Cerruti for 3, and it's good. Home, and they could be home for the postseason. Full court press by UAlbany. Trying to force a turnover, and Hartford has had plenty of those tonight. Perry guarding Shriver.
Gallagher wants a timeout.
Coach Gallagher calls a timeout. Did not like the way his team looked there on that possession with UAlbany pressing man-to-man.
So let's go to the out-of-town scoreboard.
Take a look what's going on in the America East tonight.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, New Hampshire's going to win at UMass Lowell. I take it these are all in the second half, no finals yet. Vermont blowing out Maine on the road. Stony Brook over NJIT and UMBC in a close one. 70-63 over Binghamton. UMBC is in second place in the America East Conference. They're going to be home no matter what.
Right, and New Hampshire right now looking like they're going to lock up the 3 seed.
Yep.
So now it's basically who's going to get that 4 seed. Is it going to be Hartford? Is it going to be UAlbany? And that's what basically what it's going to come down to.
Shriver will inbound the ball. 1:27 to go. And Hartford up by 4. And Champion guarding McLean. Hounding McLean. Gets a ball screen from Shriver. Shot clock at 10. McLean driving in, stuck down low. Off the glass and scores over Chuck Champion.
That was a very nice body control there by McLean.
At the other end, and a block. Kimbrough blocks Horton, and a technical foul on Jamel Horton. And not a good one with 57.6 seconds to go.
What are you going to do? You know, when you get a foul like that, you're down by 6, and you get a technical foul. Jamel Horton going up, he just can't get it to finish, and I know his disappointment, but I think that, you know, you let it get the best of yourself sometimes.
Well, I mean, listen, he has been phenomenal tonight, Jamel.
Yeah, you can't blame him for all of his emotions and so forth. It's tough. Wanted to play a home game. Carter
at the line makes the first. He'll have one more and then the ball out. 62-55 and 63-55.
And the fans beginning to file out.
Well, still 57 seconds to go, so I don't think it's over yet, but
no,
that was a big sequence right there.
Well, you got a 7-point lead right now, and Hartford with the ball.
And yep, you got a foul. And Champion fouls Briggs McLean, and the sophomore will shoot a 1-and-1.
So McLean going to the line. He's a 60% free throw shooter. In tonight's game, McLean with 4 points. This is his first trip to the line.
It's only the 8th team foul on Albany, so it's only a 1-and-1.
Yeah, there have not been. Look, Hartford's only gotten to the line 7 times. Albany's gotten to the line 3 times. So Briggs McLean with an opportunity to build on his 4 points for the night. And does.
And much to the delight of John Gallagher, who's sensing a win here tonight.
Sure he is. And he should feel good about it. I mean, you know, his team playing extremely hard. They're going to finish in the top 4 in the league. He loves to win here.
It's their biggest lead, 10 points. Albany turns it over, a foul on Horton, and yeah,
this pretty
Hartford's
much
going to get a road win and a big one, and
yeah, this will
have
seal
one
it
more
up.
game to close that. That will seal it up, and they'll close out. Albany will close out its regular season, and they will close out at 9-9 in the Americas Conference, and 13-17 overall. Had a 3-game winning streak and then dropped one at Stony Brook.
But his guys play for him. I'll tell you, you know, Dwayne Killings has done a really nice job. His guys have played hard for him. You know, a new team, bunch of new guys. It's always a tough road, and to be fighting to play and have a chance to play a home game, he put him in good position. And congratulations to John Gallagher. He did a heck of a job this year with this team, keeping his team fighting.
What's the number after threes made tonight, Charlie?
The number for threes.
13 or 14?
13 for 24, Raj.
Yep.
Not bad. Out of the 20 baskets made by Hartford, 13 of them three-pointers.
Champion cannot get it to go.
Nothing's rolling for the Danes, man.
A little cosmopolitan of what this tonight is all about.
That's what it is.
That thing was right around the cylinder and out.
You start spinning it like that, that's what happens, and unfortunately did not fall for the Great Danes. For the Hartford Hawks, it fell, and they're going to have an opportunity to play a home game and be one of the top 4 seeds. So they've got to be excited about that as they will play out the last 25 seconds here.
And we will talk to John Gallagher on the post game on ESPN Plus, the head coach of the Hawks. And no need to foul here. 14 seconds to go. Should be 67-55 final. Remember, it was, 71-57. Albany back second week in January. But the difference was the 3 ball that went down tonight.